Welcome all earthlings and other beings. My name is Lara and this is Zollar Tarot and Art. And today I'm going to be reading your cards and I'm going to be tying that into an image that I received in meditation for this particular reading. I'm going to go ahead and start the sketch and talk about what I was seeing. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to do the initial spread with the cards, and another video is going to pop over here so you can watch me mostly complete the drawing. And while I do the reading, and at the very end of the video, you get to see the finished and the colorized piece. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, so there was a song that came through that actually started prompting this image. So I got the song first. I was at a friend's house and they were playing this song, and it's a song that you don't really hear anymore because it's really old. But it was interesting because then I heard it in my car on the way home from my friend's house, and then it sort of stuck in my head and has been showing up ever since. So the song is called Bridge Over Troubled Water. There's like a version by, I think, like Elvis, and I heard another version by Simon and Garfunkel. And it's a really, it's a song about receiving support from someone who's watching your back, who's watching out for you. And I feel like in this case, although we'll see what the cards clarify, that it's really like the divine is watching out for you. And so I was seeing, like, in the distance, this sort of castle, not a traditional medieval castle, but something that looked like a, maybe a small city or castle or futuristic city. And there was this bridge, which goes with the song Bridge Over Troubled Water, sort of made out of like starlight and sparkles and not butterflies, but there might be butterflies, we'll see, but and flowers. And so it's just like this magical wave that's created, like you're gonna walk to across this bridge, but it was on the other side, was like this cliffside thing, and there was all this water here, right? So we're just gonna sort of indicate the water here, and I'll have to develop this further for you to see. Yeah, so in the song, it says, when you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all, I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. So it's like someone who provides the support needed to get through a really difficult time, because the troubled water represents, volatile emotions and the things that happen when you're in a depressed state or in crisis or things like that. So it might be that you or somebody close to you is going through kind of an emotional crisis, something's happening, and they might be very depressed and not really sure where to turn. But it's almost like this message is to remind you that you are being watched out by the divine and you are loved. But again, like I said, we'll get some more cards to clarify that. So it's sort of this turbulent water down here, which I'll develop more. Okay. And the part of the song that I actually really like the most, it says, sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time's come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind. Isn't that lovely? It's nice when people have your back, right? So let's just go ahead and without wasting any time, I'm gonna go ahead and speed this section up, and then I'll see you on the other side of the original spread. Here we go. Okay, I have laid out your initial spread, moved everything where it needs to be and everything, and looked it over. So here's what I see is going on. For what it feels like is that, okay, you were dealing with, you've got 2 7 of Swords here. Anytime I get 2 of anything in this initial spread, it's like really a standout type of thing. So even though these are minor arcana, so there was somebody who that you were involved with. You might have been married to them or in a committed relationship, and you had to use your intuition because they were doing some sneaky stuff behind the scenes, but I feel like they got caught. So see how, because this is the after tarot deck, which is like a few minutes after the regular tarot. It's called after tarot. So shout out to Montana for the beautiful deck. This is a great deck, but it shows like what's happening like a minute after the scenes in the normal tarot. So look how he's like with all of his swords that he's stealing, stepping into this like rope thing here, this trap. So he's about to get bamboozled for what he's doing because he's so, he's gloating over being able to get away with these swords, but he doesn't realize that he's about to walk into a trap. So somebody walked into a trap. I feel like this is somebody who stole something from you. Now, this could be that they like stole your heart. They might have stolen, maybe someone stole your mate from you. Maybe it was a combination. Maybe they're both con artists. I don't know, but they stole something. This could be resources, all kinds of things. We're going to get into it more and see. But, this is somebody that you really loved, you nurtured, you cared about, and you thought that they cared about you, but your intuition was screaming at you about all the stuff that's been hidden behind the scenes, because the High Priestess is intuition, but is also about things that are hidden. So the sneakiness going on here on both sides tells me that too. So you might have married this person or been seriously in a deep connected relationship with them or commitment, but you realize that you were having to sacrifice yourself, something of yourself, to be in it because they were taking too much. This is definitely giving high narcissistic vibes. The narcissists, they take and they take and they take, and at first it seems great, they love bomb you, so you think, oh, this is my perfect person, because they've studied you enough to try to make you feel like you got excellent rapport with them. But the deal is that they really have a mask on, and it takes a while for that mask to come off sometimes, depending upon how skilled they are at hiding what they're doing. So but they will take your resources. They'll take your money, they'll take your energy, they'll take your time, they'll take years of your life, fake future building with you. Right, and then there's a tower right next to it over the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold, poverty, things like that. So this was a big deal that this person was in your life, and they pulled this, they did this. It's almost like they dug into what your passion was too. They tried to break you down. Maybe you're creative, because I was getting other indicators of creativity, and they really tried to break that down or take something from you that you had created, right? It almost like killed your passion. So you realize you had to get away from this person. And down here, what it's showing me is like it's because you got the Three of Cups, and it's clarified by the Ace of Swords and the World. You really had to take the time then to think about, like, who are my friends and who are not my friends? Who are the people who are actually contributing something good to my life, and people who are toxic, who are, you're around them, whenever you're around them, they're negative, or they want more from you and they don't give back. And, just like a lot of just toxicity, right? So you were closing out cycles, right? Because this is what the world is about, closing out cycles with people who aren't really your true friends, who are more like karmic, they're not actually your soul family. But karmics are important because they teach us how to protect ourselves. They teach us to watch out for snakes. They teach us to not get too deeply involved before we actually know who the person is, and to learn to identify who the narcissists are, who the karmics are, right? So I see now that you're taking your time with regard to who you hook up with. You are in a receptive mode right now as the Empress, but you're having to be really, really patient and take your time to look at things carefully, because you're not going to deal with this again. I can see that. But there is it feels like there is someone coming in. You've got the Six of Wands here, and normally he's looking, he's looking straight. He's sitting on the horse looking straight, and this card's about receiving accolades or recognition, award, being recognized by a community. But he's crowning her, this woman down here, with a laurel wreath, just like the one that's on his head. So it's almost like either you are receiving some rewards and you're crowning someone that you feel like is your either your potential mate, or is a really good friend, somebody who helped you, who acted as a bridge over troubled waters. You're looking at the people in your life who you said, this person helped me, that person helped me during those times I was depressed or down or needed help, and they're also going to share in my riches and rewards. So that's what it's telling me. And you're also getting a great emotional fulfillment. So it tells me that you're in a mode where you're choosing wisely. You're taking the time to choose wisely and to reignite your passion. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of creative vibes here, especially with this these cards here. So yeah, it's almost like your creativity or whatever it is that you like to do that might have include creative expression is coming back in a strong way, and you're only having people in your life who actually support, you know, what your dream is and who you are and are healthy and not these toxic people. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from this oracle deck and see what we can see though. Yeah, it says you know, in that song it says, sail on, silver girl, sail on by, your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. So see how they shine. Yeah, so this is like telling me the same thing. It's like all your dreams, all the emotional fulfillment, the things you wanted to achieve are coming towards you, and people will see this too. So, you know, this is someone who's being recognized by their community for whatever it is that they're doing. So you've definitely earned what you have. I can see you've been through a lot, and I'm really sorry you had to deal with that. You know, I've dealt with plenty of narcissists myself, and I know what it can take out of you. And that's a really, I mean, you really got hit hard. You got two of these. So, but whoever they are, they got caught. They're either getting caught or they were caught, and it didn't work out the way that they thought it was going to. So, yeah. All right. So let's pull 3 cards to see what we can see. I will list all of these decks below in the comment section. I mean, not the comment section, but the description box below, so that you can get the decks if you like them for yourself, and also to recognize the amazing creators of the decks that all the readers use. All right, another one, please. And one more. More clarification on all of this, please, for these. Okay, let's see. Well, these are really good cards. Jeez. Okay, it says, you are complete, don't hide, and time to act. So you are complete says you're not broken. Nothing's wrong with you. Don't spend your life fixing problems. Dwell in the beauty of your being. You're enough, now and always. I mean, you know, there's a certain amount of trust in the universe. So like the bridge over troubled water, it's like it's understanding that the universe has your back and looking at it that way, rather than the universe is attacking you, or things are bad or happening, or something's in retrograde or whatever. So rather than focusing on that, focus on how you're supported, how you're loved, and focus on loving yourself. And instead of hating something that you see when you look in the mirror, learn to love that, and learn to love parts of yourself and yourself as a whole. And that I promise you will enhance your life and make it much better. Just perspective shift alone, like we had the Hangman here. Sometimes bad things have to happen for us to realize that, oh, we're focusing on the wrong things. So you might have been pouring your energy into this, whatever this problem was with this other person, for a long time, but then you realized, oh, you know what, I'm going to make my life better. I'm going to get rid of the people that are toxic, and I'm going to make it better and focus on what I do want, and put my energy into people who actually do support me. Yeah, who will be there like a bridge for me. And then this one says, don't hide, dare to dream big. Remind yourself that everything is possible. Don't hide your talents and abilities, but use them to build your world, which is what this card's about too. So it looks like you are definitely on the right path. So that's excellent. And this says, time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. So on that little bridge, which I should be drawing over here right now, that bridge, you just have to keep taking the steps to get towards what your goal is, towards that castle off in the distance, what you really want. Okay, so let's see what your obstacles are. Keep in mind that this is, you know, it's not a personal reading. It is a collective general reading. So there are many people watching at different times, and it is timeless. But if you're here, there's probably something for you. And if something sounds like it doesn't fit for you in this reading, just discard that part, and it might be for somebody else. Also, he, she, they are interchangeable pronouns. Just use the ones that work for you. All right. So what are the obstacles for this collective watching, please? Yeah, I encourage you to go listen to that song. It is an old song from like the 70s, I believe, and but it's a beautiful song, and it's very heartwarming, and it might be something that you need to hear. Okay, another one, obstacles, challenges. What are the obstacles and challenges? Another one, please. Thanks. All right, another one, please. Obstacles. Okay, so yeah, This makes sense. All right, so we have the Three of Potions, we have the Eight of Candles, and we have the Queen of Potions. So the Three of Potions is basically the Three of Cups, right? So your challenge here is in discerning who your friends are and who they aren't. That so we go through life and we find out that some people just aren't the friends that we thought that they were. So you might be having a hard time still kind of discerning what cycles to close out or not. It is a process. You can't do it all in one day. So, and then this, we have the Eight of Candles, which is about fast movement, but because it's in your challenge position, I would say that you're more wanting to move quickly. You want this process to go faster. You want to heal faster, but healing takes time, and you might be finding it that you're having to be patient, like the Knight of Pentacles, right? You want to move faster, but you still have to be patient, and patience can be trying sometimes, especially if we're just fed up and done with having to deal with all the toxicity. We just want to get over that bridge and get over to where we are going. But again, it's a process. So, and then we have the Queen of Potions, which is basically the Queen of Cups, which is about, and we had this over here, right? So it might be that you're having a hard time trusting and knowing where to put your cup of love, and so you might be kind of holding back right now to your affections and everything, because you want to be sure that now wherever you do, extend your love and your love offerings and everything, that it's going to be with people or groups that actually deserve it and are going to be there for you, like the bridge over troubled water when you need it. So I don't blame you for being cautious, though, after everything you've been through. Yeah, it really did create a tower in your life. So I'm very sorry about that, but you will get through this. I can see that you're going to get through it just fine. Just be patient and just keep working on it. And even if you only have to clear out a person every month or every year or something, and that takes that time to clear them out, then just do what you need to do and replace them with good people who actually want to have your back and actually, will do good things in your life. All right, what are the solutions then? What are the best things this collective can do for the best results, please? Another one, please. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, another one, please. Best solutions, things this collective can do. Okay, so what this is telling me is it says release expectations. So sometimes we want things to look a certain way and we want to control things, but life doesn't really work that way. And if we think we're in control, it really is an illusion. So you don't really have any control. You can have intentions, you can work hard towards something, but you got to leave things a little loosey-goosey, right? You got to leave a little bit of wiggle room so the universe can express through you in a beautiful way. So release the expectations you have of anyone. There's a saying, it's a really awful saying, but it says, give a person enough rope and they'll hang themselves. But basically it's just like, if you let go of expectations from a person and you just let them show up the way that they are, you'll get to see the truth. You will give them enough room and they'll hang themselves. See, he's about to hang himself right there. Okay. And this says grow belonging. So if you don't have groups of people that you can hang out with right now, or you don't trust anybody and you're having a hard time with that, find groups that you can belong to. And if you can't find any, you can form your own. Maybe you just have one or two friends that you really feel like you can trust. And that can be your little group to start with and everything. And then find other people over time, grow belonging, create your own group, yeah, that's what I feel like that's all that's saying. And then it says, bring your monster flowers. So to me, this card's about playing big. So maybe you've been being cautious and playing small because of the stuff that's gone, and you've been, kind of like healing from all this wounding. But I feel like this card is saying, don't play small. You don't need to play small anymore. It's you had that bridge over troubled water. You found out who your friends and allies were. You know that the divine has your back. Just play big. We've got this, we do have multiple lives and everything, but in this lifetime right now, with all the energy that you've expended and all of your ancestors who are watching everything that you're doing, and your guides and Great Spirit, and it's just like, play big. What do you have to lose? Because in the end, you're going to be, you'll regret possibly things that you felt too small to do, like you kept yourself too small to do. So if you want to take that European trip, take that European trip. If you want to go and deep diving somewhere you've never done before, but that sounds like something you really want to do, but you're holding back for whatever reason, go do that. You know, if you want to go and develop some skill you've never done before, you learn a new language, whatever it is, go do that. Play big, and then play bigger, you know, as you build your skill sets and everything like that. So this is just telling me, show your true colors. Don't hide who you are. Play big, right? So let's see what the ancestors have to say. If they have any advice and information for you. Ancestors. What are your ancestors? Since we're talking about them anyway. You know, they're part of that bridge over the troubled water. They're you know, call on your ancestors and ask them to intervene, and the word is intervene. Ask them to intervene on your behalf to help you get where you need to go, to help you discern who your friends and you know, who your friends and enemies are, those kinds of things. So let's see, what else do we need to know, ancestors, for this collective watching? Another one, please. And one more. Okay. Great. Okay. Rise above, learn, and kindness. Yeah, really, this is just a reiteration of it's just saying what I was saying before. Rise above. So you're rising above all these people here, or this person who was stealing from you. See all these nasty little demon creatures and everything, and it's like, it's almost like they have a scent or something. It's like there's this toxic smoke coming up from them, but you're rising above and glowing, right? So you're your bridge over that troubled water, right? You're on that bridge, and you're rising above the whole city. You're taking your toys and going elsewhere. You're you know, you're vibing higher. And you know, the thing is when you do keep yourself generally in a higher vibration through the activities you do, through your thinking, through music, through being creative, through hanging around better people, that's going to pull you out of like an energy or frequency level that might be lower. Like if other toxic people are vibrating here and you vibrate higher, then they can sit there and try to give you a hard time, but there's only so much they're going to be able to do to affect your life, right? Because you've risen above it. And learn, like we were talking about, learn the things that you want. Learn a new language, learn more skills, you know, keep building yourself and investing in yourself instead of other people. So you might have invested a lot into this person or these people and before, and it was a big bust. It was just a big loss. So now your ancestors are encouraging you to invest in yourself. And there's just so many things to learn. I mean, really, we're in a great time right now where we have access to all information, you know, and we really have no excuses for not learning new skills pretty much daily. So do things that are fun. And then kindness, you know, be kind to yourself, speak kindly to yourself, keep working on that inner talk. And that will overflow into your world, and you'll also attract people who think that same way as well, your true soul tribe, and getting away from these karmics. So be kind to yourself, vibrate high. This is really beautiful. Let's pull from this deck. This is that new Citadel deck that is really interesting, and I want to see what it has to say. More information, please. All right, what else does this collective need to know before we go? I'll just pull 2 cards from this. Is that just one? Okay. And one more. This one? Yes, this one. Okay. All right. Right. Okay. All right, so it's the priest and the poet. The priest is talking about perseverance and faith. So there's some spiritual aspect to this, like we were talking about, like the universe creating that bridge over the troubled waters, over this, you know, emotional pain and everything to get where you want. So it's saying persevere, keep going, like with the Knight of Pentacles, keep going, have patience, have faith that you're on your right path and you're moving in the correct direction. That's beautiful. And, you know, access your spirituality inside that will always help you. Always, you find a way to tap into great spirit, create a construct for yourself if you don't already have one to do that. And the poet's about relationships and vulnerability. So, you know, we've been talking through this about this through the entire reading about who you can trust and whom you cannot trust. And so sometimes we do have to take a risk and be a bit vulnerable. And but you will find that some of the people now, that because you have learned quite a bit about like narcissistic behavior and karmics and stuff, that the people that you're going to be giving to are definitely going to be more worthy of your gifts and of your time and of your love and of your vulnerability. So just understand that once you're good inside of yourself, even if somebody knocks you down briefly or anything for some reason, that you can get back up again because you believe in yourself, you believe in the divine, you believe in your path, you believe in your dreams, and you do have some people around you who actually are providing support that you need. So keep working on those relationships with yourself and with others. This also might be a call to maybe do some poetry. Yeah, even if you're not a poet, even if you're not going to ever show anybody else. I do this sometimes. I will write a poem to express something that I'm feeling, but you know, I never show anybody because that's not really what I want to do. I want to keep it to myself, but I still need a way to express it that I maybe can't, I don't feel like I want to through my drawings or my painting, but poetry is a beautiful way to sort of abstractly talk about things almost in code. So, or perhaps there's some poetry that you need to go read or something that will help inspire you. So, you know, I feel like I want to pull one more. Let me see. I'm going to pull from Kali Ma. That's it. All right, we're going to pull from Kali Ma. She's been coming up pretty strong. You know, I'm just hearing her in my head. Okay, so Kali Ma, what does this collective need to know? This will be the last card we pull. All right, Kali Ma. All right. So that's the image there. Matangi. She is the tantric queen of outcasts, unveiling the hidden inner power to thrive outside conventional society. If you've been denied love and respect, she brings healing and empowerment. If you have suffered rejection, abandonment, or been labeled as unworthy in any way, she brings dignity and repair. She clears the way for a creative, joyful, and vibrant life path. So this is everything that we've been saying. I mean, you know, this is, you know, you're starting to find that you can thrive now that you get away from the people who denied you love and respect, the people who stole from you. You're healing now and you're finding empowerment. You know, and you had that support with the bridge, right? So it's saying if you suffered rejection, abandonment, this Five of Cups is all about that, right? This is you know, maybe you felt unworthy. She's saying that now you can bring in dignity and repair this. You can heal, clearing the way for creative and joyful and vibrant life paths. So yeah, I was saying, like, go into your creativity, which could be the poetry or anything else that's really creative. Yeah, that's really, really beautiful. So hey, good for you. So you're doing it. You're doing what you need to do. This is not an easy life in this dimension. And we're definitely hardcore, you know, what we do here on the earth and everything, but it's worth it because of all the lessons that we learn and we retain for our soul, and we add to the collective consciousness, right? So keep vibing high, cross that bridge, keep moving towards your dreams, and be nice to yourself. That's is really what I recommend, and just be careful about who you choose as your allies, but I know that you're doing that. So great. So I hope this helped you in some way, that you were inspired or received the message that you needed, or at least inspired by the artwork. Yeah, so thank you for being here. I always appreciate your time, and thank you for the likes and subscribes. That helps the channel grow, and the more people can get the messages that they need and heal. And we're all just here trying to raise the vibration of the collective consciousness, right? That's the whole point. So yeah, until I see you next time, thank you. Bye-bye.